I know it's a tale as old as time about what truly counts as a fighting game. That you had the whole thing starting with Smash Brothers, and then you got the whole thing with like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, and then there's Def Jam Fight for New York and boxing and wrestling games. This right here, this is just a no.
Tactical topic.
Homie, the Video Games Awards is among us, and well, whoo. I honestly don't really care who wins. It's just a matter of opinion. Because at the end of the game, your favorite game is still gonna be your favorite game. It just doesn't dictate what you like. It's just among the populace. Maybe you are part of them. Maybe you're not. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Honestly, me and my friends, we watch for the trailers. I mean, it's cool to see who wins the award or not. If your crew wins, like, yay, who? But we're really here for these trailers and seeing what's about to be popping off. But we ain't gonna see them smash letters no more. But hey, maybe we'll see something great. But Game of the Year, everything that I expected to be down there except Stray. I didn't expect Stray to make it to Game of the Year. I expected to make like something like Best Story or Best Indie Game. But wow, great for them. Game of the Year. Honestly, did not expect them to be there. I thought Bayo would make it, but apparently people really hate the ending of Bayo. But then, of course, when it comes to these type of things, like for example, Game of the Year, you're gonna keep seeing probably like the same 3 games. Like, let's move on to Game Direction. Oh, look, it's the same games, but they switched out Immortality for Xenoblade. Best Narrative. Oh, look, it's the same exact list that I just looked at. Best Art Direction. Oh, look, now Immortality has been switched for Scorn. Best Music. Oh, cool, Metal made it. But again, you're gonna keep seeing some of the same games. But then you go on and on about all these things. Best ongoing. I love Final Fantasy. Best indie, Seafood, Stray. Stray. This is where you go. Cult of the Lamb. That was a really extremely popular game for Twitch. Like all these are really good. I love these indie games. Best Mobile. I love Marvel Snap, but I know that's not gonna win. Diablo Immortal. I thought people really hated that because of the whole money thing. Best Action Game. Yeah, there go Bayo. Right here with Neon White, Seafood, Ninja Turtles, and Call of Duty. Huh. Call of Duty's gonna take that because it's Call of Duty, but honestly, I would say it's between Bayo, Seafood, and Ninja Turtles. Best Action Adventure. They got their own separate category. Cool. But look, it's the same games featuring Tunic. Best Fighting. For the best game primarily around head-to-head combat. Remember that. Here we have DNF Duel, the newcomer. Pretty good game. I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it, but there is a definitely balancing scales when it comes to some of the characters. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That game from 10 years ago that's on the PS3 that just added a few extra characters and stages. The King of Fighters 15, the most popular among the FGC out of these games. Multiverse, the most popular among the casuals out of these games. Didn't we have this? Why? Why is this here? Really? Sifu? That's not a fighting game. Oh man, I've seen so many people argue this on Twitter that I'm like, that's not a fighting game. What you just described is an action adventure game, or better yet, a beat 'em up. Sifu is not a fighting game. If that pushes the line as fighting game, there's a lot of fighting games out there. Matter of fact, have you ever seen Xbox Game Pass category for fighting? Every time I click on that, I'm like, y'all don't know what fighting is. They have Yakuza in that. Yakuza counts as a fighting game to them. Let that sink in. But yeah, I understand that we didn't have that many fighting games, but honestly, you could have put in Capcom Arcade for all of this. If JoJo, a 10-year-old game, can be on here, Capcom Arcade could have been on here. 30th anniversary, I forget which one it's called, but yeah, Capcom, with the one with a mishposh of fighting games, could have been put in here. Like, Seafood doesn't even have a versus mode. But yet, you put it in the category for best fighting. You only fight AI, you fight bots, you do not fight an opponent. At least for a fighting game, you at least fight each other competitive head to head against each other, I would accept that. But this, really, you couldn't find nothing else. There's so many games that you could have put here instead. Yeah, like I said earlier, with this being said, like, where is the line? I know it's somewhere, but really? If you always have the argument with Smash, anime fighters, Fight for New York, WWE, of what actually counts as a fighting game. And honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care, but at least those, you fight each other. This, you don't fight each other. At least that one game that's like kind of like Sifu is a really old game where you wear a mask. Absolve, I think that's what it's called. At least they have a versus mode where you can fight each other. This doesn't. But for my honest opinion, when it comes to who should win and who I know is gonna win, like, who should win? KOF. Who's gonna win? Multiverses. Who do I want to win? DNF Duel. I love DNF Duel. It was the funnest one out of all of these. I had so much fun playing that game, but it sadly had the popularity of an indie game. It did not get that much notoriety or retention at that. Especially since some of the characters in this game were extremely busted and could kill you in one combo. And, you know, casuals don't like that. But the most popular one amongst the FGC will definitely be KOF. KOF is big, is extremely popular, and yeah, I love it, but this one wasn't for me because the meta is just bleh. And then at that one point where you couldn't really play online, I had nothing else to do. I don't want to play offline. Like, what is this? The 90s? I'm a kid by myself in my room. We have online now. I want to fight people. Let me stop playing around. But and then there's Multiverses that had a extremely big start among the casuals, and it still do. But oh my goodness, the trolls are everywhere. Keep trying to say that this game is dead, and they keep posting stream numbers like that really matters. But Multiverse has that stinging power with Shaggy, Batman, Bugs Bunny, Taz, LeBron James. It has a roster once they have more people that can rival Smash because it's a whole bunch of iconic Warner Brother characters instead of just iconic video game characters. So they have notoriety. They can get video game characters, but then they also can get your childhood. They can also get your love of the superheroes. They have the roster power. You just gotta get there. And also, I like their gameplay more than Smash. I mean, it's more similar to Brawlhalla, which I like Brawlhalla's gameplay. I just didn't like the whole having to go get a weapon. You don't gotta do that in this. This is a good mix. This is like the missing link in between Brawlhalla and Smash. So that's why I kind of honestly like it. Also, I can play this online unlike Smash because Smash is a horrible mess when it comes to the internet. Honestly, too, at the end of the day, this can get extremely trolly and everybody votes for Sifu because what happened last year? Didn't Demon Slayer get in the best fighting game and everybody was like, we're voting that because it's an anime and I know what that is. Some trolly stuff like that. So either way, this can go in a crazy direction. But honestly, I'm rooting for DNF Duel, but I know they're going to give it to Multiverses, but it's deserving of KOF. JoJo, you're 10 years old. But honestly, tell me what you think. Do you like the Game Awards? Do you only watch it for the trailers? Do whoever wins extremely important to you? Why is Xbox never here? It hasn't been no Game of the Year since this started. Damn, Xbox, get your games up. Is Sifu a fighting game? Love to know about your opinion, but honestly, I don't, so don't type into the comments. I don't want to hear it. If you say Sifu's a fighting game, I'm most likely going to delete it. It's been your boy Slick. See ya.